I love comedy, Danks.
So what have you boys been up to?
Sleepy Joe and me went to a Minecraft convention in Flint, Michigan.
Oh, that's so cool. Isn't Flint, Michigan that place where they don't have clean drinking water?
Yeah, but I don't give a shit because I only drink Diet Coke.
But Donald, you need clean water to get ready in the morning.
No, I don't need that crap. I brush my teeth with Diet Coke. I also bathe in it sometimes. Only weak idiots, Democrats, and low IQ individuals drink water. It's true, it's true.
You're so strange, but okay. So how did the Minecraft convention go?
It was just the usual Obama. A bunch of stinking virgins who probably never left mom's basement, who look like they would collapse and die if sunlight hit them in the face. Anyway, we went to do laundry at the Motel 6 where we were staying. There were some used diapers on the side, so Joe, being Joe, put one on his head and started screaming.
So what did you do?
I tased him, so he curled up like a baby and started crying.
Why did you put a used diaper on your head, Joe?
Chocolate chip, I have no idea.
My God, he is a total knucklehead, isn't he? He really is dumb as a rock. How I lost to a geriatric drug-addicted cripple that puts used diapers on his head is a total mystery. Believe me.
Hey, could everyone put a mask on, please, and wash their hands? And could you stay 2 meters away from me?
What are you talking about?
Jesus Christ, Sleepy Joe, you're not still scared of the China virus, are you? I told you you have more chance of dying when you inject yourself with fentanyl from needles you find on the floor outside the 7-Eleven.
Did someone say fentanyl? I haven't had breakfast yet.
Donald, stop bullying Joe, and your handling of the pandemic was a disgrace, just so you know.
What do you mean it was a disgrace? Just 400,000 Americans died of COVID when I was president, and it would have been none if everyone injected themselves with bleach like I said.
You think injecting yourself with bleach would have stopped a huge global pandemic?
Not sure.
I have never ever in my life heard such nonsense, and I have known Sleepy Joe for many decades, so that's saying something.
Who's Sleepy Joe?
That's you.
Never heard of him.
Anyway, you pair of boneheads, we have a very important task today, believe me.
I have to put my foot down.
What do you mean?
My therapist said I can't take part in any more assassinations because it's really bad for my mental health.
Oh, be quiet, Obama, you boring dork. What kind of nerd gets therapy? Therapy is for women and for our troops who get PTSD after killing civilians in the Middle East.
Yes, that's why I love drones so much. You can take a wedding out from miles away without even putting boots on the ground.
Chocolate chip, pardon.
Go on then, you have twisted my arm, Donald. Who are we assassinating? I guess one more won't hurt.
George W. Bush.
The 43rd President of the United States? Oh my goodness, you cannot be serious, Donald. Why?
Well, you've heard the theories that the Bush administration orchestrated the events of 9/11, right?
Yes, but they are without credence, without evidence whatsoever. This is something drummed up by lunatics such as Alex Jones.
That's what the mainstream media and political class would have you believe. The Bush administration orchestrated 9/11s to justify the invasion of Afghanistan. Obviously, Dick Cheney was the CEO of Halliburton before he was vice president, and who was it that the U.S. gave contracts to for the rebuilding of Afghanistan?
So you're saying that the Bush administration did 9/11s to start the Afghanistan war? The place got destroyed, so they gave contracts to Halliburton to rebuild the damage caused. And this financially benefited Dick Cheney, Bush, and presumably most of the administration.
Exactly, Obama, yes, to the tune of hundreds of millions.
Jesus, no wonder George is always going on vacation and getting his groceries from Whole Foods. Donald, your evidence is utterly compelling, and you are correct. We have absolutely no choice but to assassinate George W. Bush. So how are we going to do it?
We got to get the prick to confess. We got to be certain because it's such a big deal. Then we whack the lazy, dumb idiot.
Howdy, howdy, boys. Thanks for inviting me out for the day. I haven't been on a boys' day out for years because Laura won't allow it.
Okay, George, I didn't ask for your life story. How is the old bat?
Oh, she's fine. Thanks for asking, Donald. We've been married 47 years.
Fuck me, I wouldn't touch that ancient relic with Obama's. You really should consider getting a new hot wife off the internet like I did.
Well, thanks for the tip, Donald. Where's Melania from again?
I don't know and I do not care. Read my lips, I do not care. Some Eastern European shithole where the people are more poor than those in Arkansas. So why do you look absolutely nothing like George Bush, you dirty and sick cretin?
Hey, because Comedy Danks can't afford to buy the actual mod because he sucks, compared to the way more successful and funny channels POTUS Play and POTUS Gang.
Yes, he does suck. What a low IQ individual that Comedy Danks must be.
And why are you dressed in a pilot's uniform?
Because it turns me on.
That makes two of us.
So George, how's life in Texas? I haven't spent much time in the Lone Star State, although I would absolutely love to.
Typical Republican heartland. They've relaxed gun laws so much we got 7-year-olds walking around with assault rifles, so everyone always feels safe all the time.
I can imagine, yes. The only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a small child with a gun.
Donald George is such a nice guy, I feel really bad about this whole assassination thing.
Stop complaining and being such a big baby, Obama. 9/11 was the darkest day in American history, maybe ever, and maybe even worse than the day Joe beat me in the election, so we have to take this very seriously.
Well, I agree, of course we do.
The only good thing about 9/11 is that I can go down to the memorial in New York and hit on the crying widows all the time.
Donald, that's disgusting, taking advantage of traumatized women just to get laid.
Pardon?
No depths you will not go to, are there?
Chocolate chip, pardon.
So how are we going to get George to confess anyway?
We are going to take him out for a few drinks, get the idiot drunk, and then hopefully he will reveal all. We need to stay sober, though, so we can whack him with a clear mind.
Goodness me, what could go wrong?
I think I have just soiled myself. Oopsie.
It's okay, Joe, don't worry about it. I stopped off at Dick's Sporting Goods to get you some fresh diapers this morning.
Thanks, Barack. You're a true friend.
Oh my God, I'm so drunk. Jesus, if Laura sees me like this, I'll be in big trouble.
Don't worry about it, you old bastard. You're your own man.
I am my own man, Donald. Thanks for the encouragement. We need to do this more often.
How can we do this more often if you're about to get assassinated?
Who's getting assassinated?
No one is. Joe is just a little confused is all. His dementia pills have passed the expiration date and he can't afford any new ones, so just ignore him.
What's dementia?
It's that thing that's rapidly eating away at your tiny crippled brain.
Aren't you boys drunk as well? Aren't you drinking too?
Oh yes, George, so drunk, believe me, I can barely stand up.
Oh yes, me too.
Are you drunk as well, Joe? Hiccup?
Monkey.
Hey George, can I ask you a question?
Sure. Sure, partner, fire away.
Is it true you did 9/11? I've seen all the rumors. It's okay if you did, I won't tell anyone.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Donald.
I'm your best pal, George. We go way back. It's true. You can tell me anything.
Okay, you got me. Yeah, I did it. Man, I'm so drunk. It was all arranged so my administration would get paid big time with deals from the infrastructure companies that rebuilt Afghanistan after we destroyed that hellhole.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But don't tell anyone, will you, boys?
Oh, definitely not. Nope.
Joe, you won't tell anyone, will you?
Don't worry about that demented scumbag. He doesn't have 2 brain cells to scratch his ass with, and he will have forgotten in half an hour.
Mommy, wow, I'm a big boy now, poopy.
Wow, I thought I was the dumbest president until Joe came along.
Yes, he really is a low IQ individual.
A serious bonehead, George, believe me. Hey, George, I've just been to the garage to get the brakes fixed on my new car.
Oh, that's awesome, Donald. Congratulations.
Do you mind standing here, please, and I will drive toward you and then put my foot down on the brakes to make sure they are working properly?
Yeah, sure, I can do that. You will stop the car before you hit me, won't you?
Oh, yes, definitely, George. I would never hurt you. Ha, 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 ha.
What's so funny?
I honestly don't know. Okay, George, you just stay here, okay? Come on, fellas. No backing out now, boys.
Reluctantly, I agree. I must admit I like George, but his admission to orchestrating 9/11 was a dagger to the heart of the integrity of the institutions this country was founded on.
Oh, shut up, Obama, with your boring fucking stories. Why can't you just speak like a normal person and not some pathetic little professor from a liberal arts college?
Joe, are you just going to stand there and let him talk to me like that?
Yes,
Okay, people, make sure you like the video. Leave us a comment and sub if you are new. Also, use your dumb finger and click on one of the crap videos on screen right now.
Chocolate chip, pardon.